Welcome to Paris, France.
Bienvenue Paris.
And TXANGO Tours. Now today we are going to get on a special, unique tour with Simon Burke, the owner of TXANGO Tours. He has a motorcycle with a sidecar and we're going to take a rip around Paris and see the sights. On y va, mes amis!
I was just a gamer back in 69. Thank you.
Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Paris, France and TXANGO Tours. We're going to meet up with Simon Burke, the owner of TXANGO Tours, and go out on what I think is probably one of the most unique tours in Paris. It's a motorcycle with a sidecar. Let's see what happens today. We're up for anything. It's a beautiful day out here in Paris and we're looking forward to it.
Settle back and start lounging. Take the road less traveled. Make the journey. Get on a highway. Settle back. Thinking about. Life is jive. Lounging. Settle back and start lounging. I want a team tomorrow. Can't miss the dance without the pain. Settle back, thinking about life. Cause life is just,
Yeah, cruising on down the road. Yeah, down with no particular place to go. Yeah, and my mind shifts into overdrive. You know I'm a shotgun, I'm riding with the jive.
Hello, my name is Simon. I am the founder of TXANGO Tours, TXANGO. Kind of sounds like tango or Django Reinhardt for any jazz fans. TXANGO is a Basque word. I got this idea in the Basque country in the southwest of France where I got my motorcycle license over a decade ago, where I got married, where one of my brothers was born, so it's a region that I hold dear, and it's there that I was inspired to combine my two passions, motorcycles and tourism. I went to school to be a history teacher and then moved to Paris and became a tour guide, and I loved it so much I realized I'd never work in a school again. So I've been in Paris working in tourism since 2008 and then lost my job last year, so I decided it was now or never to combine my passion for motorcycles and tourism. I knew tourists would come back, and look at you guys are all back. And so it's been a year now that I've been running motorcycle sidecar tours here in Paris, both Paris and Versailles. I have a couple different options for each, and it's been a barrel of laughs. It's been loads of fun. Everybody's thrilled to be back in Paris. There's a lot of solidarity amongst all of us tour operators here. Everyone's thrilled that tourism is back and hopefully here to stay. So the rigs that I use, it's a combination motorcycle and sidecar bucket slapped together. There's a dealership just outside in the suburbs of Paris called Tendance Roadster, or Tendance Roadster. Doesn't translate that great into English. And they've been great. They're a Royal Enfield dealership, so they import these bikes from India, and they also are the sole professional importer or official importer for Watsonian baskets. So the bikes themselves are twin-cylinder, 650cc, air-cooled, modern fuel-injected engines. There's been a lot of research and development done by Royal Enfield, originally a British brand, and then the Indian manufacturing plant bought out all the rights to the name, so they've been Indian since the 50s, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's a nice little bike, nice little punchy thing, 6-speed gearbox, very analog, no traction control, no rider modes, no heated grips, which is exactly how I like my motorcycles. All that electronic stuff just, takes away the fun. This color scheme is Canyon Red, according to Royal Enfield, and it looks particularly nice in the sun. Now the basket itself is from a company called Watsonian. They've been making motorcycle sidecars continuously, uninterrupted since 1912. And they still have this timeless 8-panel design that was very common in the 1920s and 30s. The old German manufacturer JIVE, they used to do something similar. But Watsonian are still in production, granted a far lower production number than in the golden era of sidecars in the 30s and 40s. And so yeah, so they're handmade in the UK and imported into France, where the dealership slaps these two together, makes them road legal, and then very generously allows me to buy them so that I can use them for my business. I'm not the first person to do sidecar tours in Paris. I'm not, by far, not the first person to do vehicle tours. But what sets my business apart is that before I was even a tour guide, I was a history teacher. That's what I thought I wanted to do with my life. But then coming back to Paris after grad school in the States with a degree in education, I didn't find a job in teaching, but I found a job as a tour guide, and I loved it so much that I decided that tourism was going to be the industry for me. I never wanted to go back and work in a school after getting a taste of talking about history with people outside in front of what we're talking about, with people who actually want to be there. As teenagers is a whole other kettle of fish in high school. And so what really sets me apart from other vehicle tour operators is that I don't put the vehicle or the rig first. What I'm trying to sell people is a real deep understanding of the city that we're discovering. That's first and foremost, is the history and the culture that I try to bring to life as best I can. And then the fact that we do it in a sidecar just makes it more fun. So really it's all about that meat and potatoes of what makes a city the way it is today. It's, all of its history, all of its culture, and it's why 15 years later I'm still in the same industry and I still love what I do, because there's so many cool stories, and it honestly does not get boring.
Cruising on down the road, yeah, down with no particular place to go. Yeah, and my mind, it shifts into overdrive. You know I'm a shotgun, I'm riding with the jive.